Hello there, and welcome to another Ramble review. And today we're talking about late homework. In this game, you play as Hanako, who has left her assignment at school, which is due tomorrow. So she goes at night and basically sneaks into school to get her assignments. She has heard about a rumor of a monster or a ghost or whatever that gets anyone who goes in at night. And she comes to find out that, yeah, it's true because there is a monster running around. So you must run for your life while looking for your assignments. And that's basically the main crux of the plot. There is a little more to it as you find out that there is some dark history to this school, and you find out through notes and such. And yeah, that stuff is pretty freaking interesting, and it keeps interested throughout the whole game. Yeah, so it's a good way to make you keep on going besides just collecting assignments because homework. The gameplay is a chase game as you are looking for your 10 sheets of paper for your assignment. Monster is chasing you around. From what I understand, most of the 10 pieces of paper are in set areas, but some of them are random each time you play a new game. That's what I've heard. I'm not 100% sure, but I've looked around and that's what I've heard. The game is pretty fair when it comes to the chase. You have 3 lives to beat this whole game, which is really short, the game itself, so it's more than enough. Hell, I didn't lose a single life while playing the game my first try, so it's not too crazy. I'm not like a master or anything like that. But yeah, when you do die, like lose one of your lives, you just be sent back into the main entrance area. But you keep everything, but you just gotta go and try again. But yeah, so that's basically how it's pretty fair like that. Also, when the monster is around, the game gives you all types of hints. There's a blood trail leads around in the hallway, and it can only get you in the hallway. But yeah, it leaves a blood trail. You can actually see it with the camera, which is really helpful. There's a camera that you can see in front of you, and you can see in your back. So if you're running from it, you can switch the camera around to look to your back and also to your front. So that's pretty helpful as well. Also, if the monster is next to you anywhere, the screen starts like jittering and everything. So you know it's around. Even when you're inside of a room, if it's near around the door or whatever, it jitters. So the game lets you know that if you open that door right now, the monster's gonna be right there. So that's another good hint it gives you. Again, being super fair, and I really appreciate that. I really do. You can even say if you open it, you can press the open button again as soon as you walk out to run back in the room if the monster is like right next to you, which is really helpful as well, because I've had to do that a few times. I've came sometimes close to dying. Thankfully, that didn't happen. Besides running for your life and collecting assignments, there is puzzles to this game. Most of them is like get said item to help you get set place, so like a ladder, or you're mixing items, or you get a number and you got to put it as a code. Or there are some more clever puzzles that it'll give you some hints and you got to figure out something. I don't want to spoil much of anything, but yeah, there are some pretty good puzzles here as well. But there are some straightforward ones as well, which is just like you read a note, it says, hey, I heard if you mix this and this, it'll do this. And that's what you have to do in order to proceed in the game. I believe, like, I'm not 100% sure, but I didn't mention the map. As I said, the map, as you go around, it also writes things down on the map for you. So it helps you remember like where certain areas are, which is a great deal of help, and I really appreciate it. I love the look of this game. Is going for that old school survival horror. So like a PS1 game. Even the beginning of when you started the game is like a callback to the PS1 startup screen. It's clear where it is. But yeah, the atmosphere is fantastic. I love it. It's dreary. It's like, and this game can be violent too. Don't let the cute cat like trick you or anything. This game has blood in it, and if you get killed by the monster, it is bloody as well. So don't let the cute cat, like I said, deter you. Say, oh, this won't be that. No, this game is a horror game, and it delivers great atmosphere with some nice lighting. Oh yeah, you got a flashlight as well, which you can turn on and off, but just leave it on the whole way through. Oh, and I also forgot to mention is that you have a stamina system. So when you run, it starts to go down. So you got to keep that in count too when it comes to running away from the monster. But yeah, back to how the game looks. I just love the look. It's great, like I said, great atmosphere. It's like some old timey PS1 shader type situation as well. The all the areas in the school are look distinct, so that also helps you with your memory as well. Not everything looks the same. I like the design of Hanako, a cute little cat lead, and the monster as well. It's pretty simple, big red blur monster, but it still looks terrifying, and the sound is perfect. Like it makes your heart beat, especially with the music, and it's like do 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 do, like it's crazy. It does a really good job at giving you a creepy ass dour atmosphere. So yeah, it does a great job at that. When it comes to performance on the Steam Deck, when you're outside in the beginning of the game, is like a 60 FPS, but once you go inside, which is where you spend most of your time, is basically it goes up a little bit sometimes, but it's basically a standard 40 FPS. It didn't really bring down my gameplay experience. I still had a good time. It didn't feel like clunky or anything like that. But and I have it on the lowest setting too. So, that's another thing I have. I mess with the settings and everything, and it's the best you could get out of it is 40 FPS. But yeah, so that's when it comes to performance. It's really just that. There's no bugs, glitches, or anything like that I ran into. It ran just fine at 40 FPS. Also, when it comes to playing handheld itself, I might have footage going on. I'm not sure. When it plays on handheld, it works pretty well. The button placement is fine. It runs the same FPS. So if you do want to take this on a handheld adventure, then it works 100% fine. When it comes to replay value, there are a few unlockables, mainly costumes, that are attached to basically achievements for the game itself. So like beating the game, walking around for a certain amount, uh, beating the game while dying, which I did. You get costumes like the Silent Hill 3 females lead costume, like a horror looking costume. And these are actually really good looking costumes. They aren't cheap palette swatches. Like Hanako gets like hair and everything for like the Silent Hill 3 costume. Like these are really cool. I really like the horror one. There's a rave one. So yeah, there's a few of them. There are other ones that are just straight up secrets that you can find within the game, or you can look up a guide, which I did for some of them, because some of these secrets are not that obvious. Um, so yeah, when it comes to replay, you have that, and again, it took me about 42 minutes to beat the game. So the game's not that long. So even if you die, you don't feel that great amount of loss, like you lost all 3 lives or whatever. It's meant to be replayed a bunch of times. It's a quick game. And the other replay value is you want to play on hard, which unlocks another costume. And hard mode is freaking crazy. It turns the monster blue, but the monster is always on you. In regular difficulty, the monster is pretty easy to dodge. And as you get more and more assignment sheets, it gets a little bit more aggressive. And freaking hard mode, it's aggressive off the bat. The second you walk out a door, you freaking hear the music blaring already, the monster coming to get you. And it hears you from anywhere because you're hearing like, where is the monster? It's getting to you. So it's aware of you the second you work out. So if you want like a challenge, yeah, there's hard mode if you want that. So yeah, overall thought this game was a great bite-sized horror game. It has great atmosphere. I like the character designs. The gameplay is enjoyable. There's plenty to do if you like unlocking costumes, and then there's that hard mode if you want that extra challenge as well. And like I said before, it's quick. It's a quick game. Like I said, it took me again 42 minutes. At most, you probably spent like an hour on it. Even though, and it gives you 3 lives. Like I said before, to get through it. If you lose those 3 lives, the game just starts all over. But I don't think that would happen with how short it is. So if any of this looks good and sounds good, and you like horror games, then I highly recommend this. So I hope you don't mind my ramble, and for gamer's sake, keep gaming.